Anime is known for many things, but one of the best things is showing off their epic characters in a variety of ways that makes your jaws drop, even when it's just them entertaining a scene and causing all sorts of fun or chaos as a result.
I am here!
Over the years, there have been many anime characters who had great entrances, but some definitely stand out over others. So allow us to show you our top 10 epic entrances in anime. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 10. Top. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, this is an American anime, but trust us, it counts. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, there are a lot of cool characters, but if you honestly look at a lot of them, their entrances aren't the best. That is, with the exception of Toph. Aang first saw Toph in a version, so that doesn't count as her entrance. What does is her debut in an old-school underground fighting ring featuring Earthbenders. She's known as the Blind Bandit, and it's here we get to see just how epic Toph is. Because she was blind, and yet she could see more than anyone because of her use of seismic sense, her fight against the boulder proved that perfectly, as with one move, she gave him a body movement he really didn't want to have. Either way you look at it, this was a dope way of showcasing that Toph was the perfect earthbending teacher for Aang, and sure enough, she became one of the standout characters from that point on, and for good reason. That reason? Toph is a boss. Number 9. Super Saiyan Goku. There's a big difference between the mangas and the animes that portray them, and for Dragon Ball Z, color really does add to everything that goes on in the show. Trust us. So for the majority of the Frieza saga, we start getting teases and tidbits about what is going to happen as Goku and Frieza clash, including indications of a Super Saiyan. But what exactly does that mean? What exactly is a Super Saiyan form? And why is Vegeta so envious of Goku about it? We're going to find out in the most epic way possible, because after Frieza kills Krillin, again in front of Goku, he was angry, very angry. He let loose that anger and rage and burst past his limits and achieved the form of Super Saiyan. And that right there became a moment that would become remembered throughout anime history, even to this day. Even with all the versions, and sometimes confusingly named Super Saiyan forms Goku would get, none of them topped this moment. This entrance to the Super Saiyan form set the standard, and in fact, it became its own term for what it means to go next level. That shows how important it was at the time for anime, because it took the love of Dragon Ball to the next level. Number 8. Dio Brando, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Dio! Sorry, had to get that out of our system. But yes, Dio Brando, the infamous antagonist to Jotaro Kujo, is someone who honestly makes an entrance just about every time he enters the room. And without a doubt, his original entrance to one of JoJo's allies, no less, proved just how menacing he was. He was not only going to scare you, he was going to prove just how powerful he was by going and causing you to walk backwards, because he can manipulate time. Yes, this happened, and it was chilling, and it set the tone for why this vampiric villain was indeed someone that JoJo and his allies absolutely had to look out for. Oh, you thought you were going to introduce JoJo on the spot? No, it's me, Dio. Sorry, couldn't resist the memes. They're so numerous with that show. Number 7. The Mega Evolution Digivolution. One miracle coming up. Throughout Digimon, the concept of coming together and getting stronger in regards to the bonds between Digidestined and their Digimon partners were paramount in the series, no matter what season you're on. But in the original Digimon saga, when Melo Mayo Tismon appeared and the Digidestined were outclassed in virtually every way that mattered, you couldn't help but feel they needed something special to save the day. And when a prophecy said there was a way to defeat them, you had to wonder how. We got our answer when Matt and T, the two leaders of the Digidestined, were shot by arrows of light and hope, and were able to give Agumon and Gabumon the ability to Mega Evolve. What really made this entrance so freaking epic was that it looked so much different than other Digivolution sequences. This referenced their previous forms and transformed them into something even greater and grander. And just as important, none of the other Digidestined could achieve this level, so it made every time you saw it special. Number 6. Levi, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan really changed the game for anime and manga when it showed the very dark and depressing future that humanity was going to have to endure. For in this world, there are mega-sized monsters known as Titans that aim to eat all of humanity, and the only thing stopping them from doing so are the soldiers of the Survey Corps. When we're introduced to both, you get a pretty quick indication that the Corps is outmatched. That is, until Levi comes into the scene and just destroys them with minimal effort. Levi is the captain of the Survey Corps, and he shows just what makes them so tough and special, taking down multiple Titans in the span of a few minutes without so much as breaking a sweat. You have to think when it comes to the creators of the series, they knew they had to do this kind of setup to show just how great Levi is, because without it, it wouldn't have lent the Titans any credence as a threat, or shown that the Survey Corps could be an equalizer. Number 5. Bradley, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hello there, I'm back. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood had many epic character entrances over its life, but few of them stack up to the epic re-entrance of Führer Bradley. Long story short, in order to save their world, the various allies of Edward Elric and Roy Mustang came together to take over Central Command. In doing so, they blew up a train that held Bradley and thought they killed him. But of course, we all know better. Sure enough, after a long struggle, they succeeded in getting control, only for a phone call to come and Bradley to be on the line and telling them he was back. The fighting sequence that emerged from this was legendary and showed just how important and powerful Bradley was. He near single-handedly squashed an entire army on his own, because he could. And let us tell you, his death took a lot of doing. That's why he was Wrath the Furious. Number 4. Char Aznavour, Gundam. Gundam holds a very special place in the hearts of all anime fans, and in the terms of the original series. Char Aznavour stands out as one of the coolest characters around. Specifically, we're talking about his entrance in the Gundam movie. The origin, where he arrives in the middle of a space battle, and with his red Zaku suit proceeds to just wreck everybody. This battle was referenced in the original series, but this updated movie allowed the animators to go full tilt and show why Char was deadly, and why he really is a Gundam icon. Number 3. Saber, Fate Stay Night. We're not dividing into the story of the Fate Stay series, it's nuts. But of its many classic characters, Saber is the one who stands out with the iconic entrances. When the main protagonist is stabbed in the chest by an enemy, he declares that he won't die like this, and in that moment, he summons Saber, who, as epically as possible, goes and saves him and defeats their foe in record time, only to turn around and say, "I ask you, are you worthy of being my master?" The answer was yes, and an epic anime character and friendship was born. Number 2. Naruto, Naruto Shippuden. Believe it. Look, Naruto is a classic, and because of all of his forms, not unlike Goku, he's had a lot of entrances. But the all-time classic was when Hidden Leaf was in ruins, and Naruto shows up like a boss, while in Sage Mode, with an army of giant toads. Look, we've all seen anime characters ride in and on the backs of animals before, but coming in on giant toads and making it look cool. That's talent right there. Number 1. Mewtwo, Pokemon, the first movie. Here's one where entrances and re-entrances are epic no matter what. Mewtwo is one of a few select Pokemon that can be called genetically created. It was meant to be the world's most powerful Pokemon. And as a now dead scientist would admit, we succeeded. Every single time you see Mewtwo in the first Pokemon movie, it's epic. From his creation, to his destruction of the lab, to his betrayal of Team Rocket, to his descending upon Ash and his friends in a beautiful shot scene. There is nothing about Mewtwo that isn't epic. There is a reason they saved him for the first movie, because they knew they would make him look like a true boss. And yes, they succeeded.
Mewtwo, where are you going?
Where my heart can learn what yours knows so well. What transpired here I will always remember. But perhaps for you, these events are best forgotten.
So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the various anime characters whose entrances or re-entrances shook us or gave us all something to talk about? Which ones do you remember watching and loving the moment they showed up? Do you think there are other ones that deserve to be on this list?
I am here! Coming to the door like a hero!
If so, which ones and why? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.